What is going on, YouTube? This is your boy Houdini. This is part 2 of the built block assembly in the G35 coupe. Last video, if you guys didn't see it, I showed you guys how to time your engine correctly, how to install your timing chain, all that, replace the water pump, and a few other things. I forget. You can remember if you go watch that other video. If you haven't watched that video yet, go ahead and watch that one before you watch this one. So in this video, I'm going to be throwing on the front timing chain cover, the bottom oil pan, valve covers, and the camshaft position sensors, things like that. I might throw on the intake manifold and things like that, but that's actually going to be getting painted, a custom paint job. I was going to do powder coat, but I want to do a paint job. All right, so to prepare yourself for the installation of your front timing cover, you're going to want to clean all your mating surfaces, get all the old RTV out of them. I actually use a power washer on like the finest setting I can, and then just blasted all this out. Then I went ahead with a Brillo pad, or a Scotch-Brite, not a Brillo pad, Scotch-Brite, and cleaned all the surfaces up as good as I can get them. And then you're gonna RTV everything. You go all around here, everything. But before I do that, I want to set this oil seal. And doing so, you want to oil this and also oil your seal. Now the seal has an opening here, and then on this side it's closed. The closed side is the side that you want to face outside. It also says it in your full service manual. There's a dust seal and a oil seal or something like that, or an oil side and a dust side. But you want to oil everything up real good, and then press this in here until it's flat. You're going to want to apply RTV to everything where there is a groove. And then on the outside, you just follow this around on the inside of the bolts. Inside, stay inside. And then down here you do like a little L shape kind of thing, and then come down here just to have a little overhang. But like I was saying before, it is all in your service manual. I cannot stress that enough. For this up, there is a sequence that you want to apply the bolts in. Okay, so after doing that comes these front two covers, and then these covers up here. But these front two covers, you got to scrape all the RTV off and then reapply it to the chain cover, then put these on. All right, so I got those on. Same thing, clean surfaces, RTV, then slap these on there. There's no real, I mean, these are just covers. They're not really doing anything. If you want to get technical and torque those to spec, you can look in your full service manual. But all these bolts, everything here, I just zipped on with the gun. It's just a cover. It's nothing mechanical, so you don't really have to get technical with that stuff. You'll be just fine. I'm gonna flip this over and do the bottom oil pan. So there's two gaskets that go on here and back here that have to be RTV'd in. They're just little gaskets. But then after that, I got to RTV the oil pan, and I can throw that on. Then I can throw on the lower oil pan, but I got to throw on this slurp tube too. Okay, so before I go any further, I'm going to throw in these two orange O-rings. One goes on the oil pump, and one goes on the bottom of your block. This is the number you're going to want to look for when you're looking for these. You'll have two of these in your kit. All right, so now I want to install these two gaskets over here. I thought I lost them, but I didn't. But RTV, you want to RTV here, up, over, and down to around here on both sides. All four sides, actually. And then you place them on here. Make sure you place them in the coordinating spot. This one goes on the rear main seal. This one goes on the front or the bottom of the timing chain. You press it down. You mean? And then you're good. After losing a bolt in the block and searching for it for hours, I found it with my endoscope, and I got it out. Then I torqued down the upper oil pan. So we have the upper oil pan on, and it's time for the lower oil pan. So I'm gonna throw this oil pan on. I'll scrape all this off, clean all everything up. I'll make sure I'm probably gonna end up covering this, or just keep my hand on it to make sure I don't spill anything in the block. Or actually, I could just flip it upside down when I scrape it. That's probably what I'll end up doing. To give me a good clean mating surface on this, I'll clean the bottom oil pan up as well, and just finish this up. So I got it all cleaned up. I got this cleaned up real nice. I got this cleaned up kind of nice. Then I'm just gonna RTV this right here and slap it on there. Make sure everything lines up right. Then I'll flip it over and finish the top side. Even though this has a gasket, it does also get RTV in the corners, the front corners on both sides. So pay attention to that. And there is 2 steps of what you want to torque it to, and there is also a sequence of which bolts you want to torque. All right, so I got the crankshaft pulley torqued down. What you want to do with this is tighten it to 36 foot-pounds. Then you want to, there's markings on here every 90 degrees. Or I don't know if they're 90 degrees, whatever. There's markings on here. And you want to, I think it's 60 degrees. You want to put a paint mark on here, which I kind of just scratched it with a nail, so I saw. And then you turn it from one paint mark to the next one. So I marked this one. It was here. I lined it up. Then I turned it. It's like 200 foot-pounds or something crazy like that, but I just put a pry bar in here and then torqued it down. This is probably going to end up getting replaced with a dampener anyway, or damper, but I'll have to do that later, because I want to get this in and break it in. I have to put those plugs in the rear. So you want to use thread locker on this one here. This is the one that is in your bell housing. It'll be in your bell housing. So you use thread locker on this one, and you torque these down to 46 pounds of torque. The one over here, you want to use the anaerobic sealant, which I don't have. I'm gonna go to a store and get that. I actually lost those and had a hard time ordering those gaskets, so I had to order them online. Found them on eBay, and this one was the same price. They had one of them for the same price I got 10 of them for, so now I'm basically balling with them. I'm the plug now. If anybody needs them, hit me up. And then these 2 plugs which go in the block. These were a pain to find. No one had them. I called Nissan with the part number, and Nissan didn't have it. So I was like, damn, I'm definitely beat. Boom. Everything is on. Air conditioning is on. Headers are on. Both sides. Yeah, she is ready to go in. So now that the block is done, that does it for this video. Everything is on. The next video, we are obviously going to be throwing this in, and yeah, I'm going to do that today actually. So I'm finishing this video, and then I'm starting another one. So thank you for watching this one. If you haven't already, subscribe. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and add me on Snapchat. Instagram is HUDINI_VQ, and Snapchat is JADENWIBB. So thank you for watching this one. I will see you guys in the next one. On the come up. Bunch of young niggas on the come up.